Be going to Albania in about 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I'd really like to share with you about how I've come to this stage and to going to Albania. So, I grew up in a Christian family, and yeah, we went to church regularly, and I grew up knowing who Jesus was, and knowing about him, but I never personally met him till I was about 8 years old. And that time, yeah, he really changed my life. I felt this peace that always stayed with me, and I knew I could completely trust in him. I knew that I could place everything in my life in his hands, and I'm glad God's given me that gift of that trust in him, which has stayed till this day, and which has always been carrying me forward. And well, am I used to be very, 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 very quiet. Never really talk that much. I guess I still am, for those who know me. But yeah, as I grew up, God started talking about what God started revealing to me what He wanted me to do in my life for Him, and He showed me that I have a purpose here to share His word. But again, I was really quiet, and whenever I used to pray to God about what I should be doing, always Moses came to my mind. And when God comes to him in the burning bush, and he's like, "No, but I'm a stammerer. I can't go and speak to people." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I can totally relate to that." So I kind of saw myself as more of a prayer warrior, or just more of a listener than actually being able to speak to God. But now looking back, and I can actually see how He's been making me grow in that sense. Like, first, He showed me that I have a purpose in my life to share the gospel. And then after that, it was just time for me to prepare, I guess just being quiet and listening, I could see how God was working in other people's lives, and how He could work how He was working in my life as well. And yeah, and then finally He brought me here to Maastricht, where I can see how much all of you share God's love and share your God stories with so much passion, and that's really encouraged me and motivated me as well to be able to do that. And well, that's why I'm standing here right now, sharing with all of you, because I can see that God's done so much in my life, His timing in terms of wherever He's been taking me, like bringing me here to study, but more than anything, I feel to be able to open up and to meet all of you and to grow in that aspect. Probably a year ago, if somebody told me, "Okay, so we're doing a mission trip to Sweden, Denmark, do you want to go?" I would have said a definite no. But this time I just said yes, like straight out. And I was pretty surprised, but I realized that this was God pushing me out there to share what He's been doing in my life. And yeah, and so I'm really looking forward to Albania as well, to be able to do that, to be able to share what He's been doing. And well, there's just so many things. I can't think about anything in particular, but yeah, I guess coming to Maastricht itself, for example, my first choice was actually Denmark in terms of universities, and I heard back from there first, but I didn't get in. And I guess if I had, I probably would have jumped up immediately and gone there without second thought about any other universities. And well, I wasn't disappointed, because at that point I was kind of confident that God will guide me to where I need to be. So I thought, okay, I'll just wait. But then, I didn't have a particular preference with the other universities that I'd applied to, which were in Germany and Netherlands and I think Switzerland as well. So I was like, okay, how am I going to decide? And at one point I was just praying, and I was like, God, just show me which university I should go to and all that. And I suddenly got an email at that minute, and it was Maastricht University. And yeah, so I just had this feeling that I have to come here. And I had to convince my parents, like, I don't know how to pronounce the name of that place, but that's where I'm going. And well, yeah, I'm here. And first, I don't know why God was bringing me here, but now I can see that it is for me to move me forward, to be able to share, to be able to stand here now and talk to you, and hopefully in 2 weeks to talk to people in Albania as well, and tell them about how God's working in their lives. And it's just been amazing. And so I want to tell you also to always have that faith and confidence in God, because He has your life in His hands and He will guide you to where He wants you to go, and nothing is impossible for Him. I never thought I'd be standing here and talking to you all right now, but I am. So, yeah, have a blessed week.